Good morning and welcome to the Farm2Table Show Morning Edition. I'm glad you're here today because today's episode is one of the most important we'll ever do, but yet maybe the simplest. We're talking about growing something, anything. Not because you want to become a full-time farmer, not because you're trying to feed a family of five off a patio container, but because in a world that trains you to consume, growing even one tomato on your porch is a quiet act of rebellion. This is step two on the Farm to Table Show's self-reliance scale. It's where things start to click. It's where the seeds get planted, literally, and where your journey toward food freedom takes root. So today we're diving into why growing something, anything, matters, what it does for you, and how you can start right now, even if you've never planted a single thing in your life. So let's get into it. It all starts with a seed. Let's go back to the beginning. Not the big homestead dream, not the acres or livestock, not the solar panels or greenhouses, just a seed. One seed in soil is an act of belief that nature still works, that food doesn't have to come wrapped in plastic, that maybe, just maybe, you are more capable than you've been told. There's no better symbol of self reliance than planting something and watching it grow. And yet, most people don't. Why? Well, because they think it's too hard, too late, too expensive, too complicated. But we're here to tell you it's none of those things. You don't need a garden bed or acres of land. You don't even need a yard. What you need is a windowsill, a container, or a patch of dirt, and most importantly, the will to begin. You ask, why grow something? Why now? There's a food crisis on the horizon. You've seen it, you've felt it. Grocery prices are up, food quality is definitely down, and supply chains, as we've learned, are very fragile. But more than that, we're becoming disconnected from the very thing that keeps us alive, our food. Grow something, anything, reconnects you. You learn where your food comes from, how long it takes to grow, and what it needs to thrive. You stop seeing food as a commodity and start seeing it as a miracle. And you know what? It also builds confidence. Every sprout, every leaf, every harvest whispers, you did this, you can do more. Small starts equal big impacts. So let's talk about small beginnings. I've always been told don't forget don't get on humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? Don't regret humble beginnings, because we're not telling you to start a full scale garden overnight. Oh no, because that's definitely could be overwhelming. We're saying grow something in a pot, basil, oregano, anything. Plant radishes in a tote or barrel. Put tomatoes in a bucket on your porch. Regrow onions in a glass on your windowsill. That's it. That's the start. Because once you do that, you start composting your scraps. You start paying attention to the weather. You start asking, what else can I grow? And before you know it, your mindset has shifted. You're not just surviving, you're producing, and you're not just buying, but you're participating. Real sto- li- sorry. Let's hear from a few folks who may have started small, really small, and where it led them. Hmm. How about an apartment dweller in Chicago? Started with a mason jar of alfalfa sprouts. That's it. I was amazed. I could grow food with just a jar, water, and time. Now I've got herbs on every windowsill. It changed everything. Or how about Leon, a suburban dad? We planted cherry tomatoes in a kiddie pool filled with dirt. That one plant produced for months, and my kids got hooked. Now we garden every season. And then a homeschool mom in Texas. She said, we planted carrots in leftover coffee cans. The kids checked them daily. It turned into lessons about soil, sun, and patience. The food was just a bonus. Notice something? None of these people started with acreage or fancy tools. They started with what they had. And that's what we're telling you. Start with what you have. Let's talk about what growing something actually does. Let's zoom out to the big picture for a minute. When you grow something, you're not just creating food, you're doing five deeper things. First, you build resilience. You stop depending entirely on a fragile system. You reconnect with creation. Nature starts to matter again. The sun, the soil, the seasons, they're your partners now. And then you reclaim agency. You realize I can provide something and I don't have to buy everything. You invite wonder back into life. Watching a seed become food, well, honestly, it's nothing short of a miracle. You start teaching others, kids, neighbors, friends. They start asking, and now you've got something to share. Now, let's talk about 10 simple things you can grow anywhere. Here are 10 plants almost anyone can grow, even with zero experience and minimal space. We're all about small space gardening. First, green onions from scraps. Bro, I know you like them green onions. I don't know if you can get some there, but here's something. Green onions from scraps. Put the white part in water and it regrows in days. Interesting. Basil, or as I say, basil. But anyway, basil. Loves sunny window sills. Pinch it back and it just keeps growing. Radishes, fast growing even in shallow containers. Leaf lettuce, grow and harvest a little at a time. Cherry tomatoes, one plant can thrive in a 5-gallon bucket. Don't forget to put the holes in that bucket so it can drain properly. Mint, it grows like crazy. Just don't let it escape the pot. Sprouts like alfalfa and lentils, grown in a jar, ready in under a week. Boy, that's a quick turnaround. Carrots in containers, use a deep pot and loose soil. That's interesting. I want to try that one. Garlic greens, plant cloves, grow the greens, harvest in weeks. And herbs like thyme, oregano, and chives, hardy, low maintenance, and delicious. You don't have to grow all 10. Just pick one, plant it, and watch what happens. The window, the balcony, or the backyard. That's the best part. It doesn't matter where you live. There's a way to grow something almost anywhere. Window, grow herbs, greens, or sprouts in jars. The balcony, buckets, grow bags, and railing planters are your best friends. The backyard, raised beds, in-ground rows, or even a square-foot garden. Front porch or stoop, put a pot of mint or cherry tomatoes right by your door. Sunlight, soil, or compost, and water and seed. That's the magic combo. Everything else, just details. All right, now let's talk about something else, the emotional shift. You might say recovery, healing even. Something happens when your hands are in the soil, when you watch a seed sprout. As I said, there's healing in it, grounding, even joy. It lowers stress, builds focus, it boosts your mood. And more than that, it helps you believe again. Believe that you can still make a difference. Believe that small things do matter. And you know what? More importantly, believe that you're not helpless, because you're not. And once you grow something, you'll see it. You'll never see food the same way again. So what's holding you back? Maybe, just maybe, you're listening right now and thinking, I've never grown anything. I kill houseplants. Or maybe the all-time favorite, I don't have time. I don't have space. What's the point? It's just one plant. Well, let me tell you something. Plants want to grow. You hear that? We've heard that before. Plants want to grow. You just have to give them a chance. You don't need hours. You need a moment. You don't need land. You need a container. And one plant is the point. Because when you grow one, you're not just feeding your body, you're changing a mindset. And that change is the start of self-reliance. So here's the challenge. Just grow something. Just grow something. It's what we want you to do. Grow something. Anything. Could be a pot of basil, a recycled jar of sprouts, green onions from kitchen scraps, lettuce in a salad bowl filled with dirt. Mm. If you want, share some pictures, put a hashtag. Hashtag grow something, anything. Either way, we want to celebrate with you, and we want to, we want you to encourage others. We want to build a community of people saying we're not waiting for someone else to feed us. We're learning to feed ourselves. This is how it begins. You don't have to move to the country, although that's nice. You don't have to quit your job, although many of us would like to. You don't have to wait till next season because the best time to start is today. Well, actually, the best time to start was yesterday, but since that's gone, today. And you can start today with what you have right where you are because self reliance isn't about doing it all, it's about doing something and growing something. Anything is one of the most powerful steps you can take. So go out there, dig in, plant something, and watch what grows in the dirt and in you. So stay rooted and stay curious. And whatever you do this week, grow something, anything. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is the Farm2Table Show, morning edition. I am Ryan, and we're going to do roll call. Let's go. I know that chat has been moving over there. I was trying not to let it distract me. Of course, Bro was in early, getting the lights on, telling everybody good morning to the 99th episode. That's right, tomorrow's episode 100, but today is 99. And, I'm glad Bro got in this morning. Our good friend Lone Cross Scotty, who's usually the first one in, turning the lights on. He's got a procedure this morning on his, getting some work done on his throat and swallow something. Anyway, prayers for Scotty, and we want to wish him the best with that. And so just prayers for Scotty as he goes today for that procedure. And Lord willing, he's back with us tomorrow. Terry, TNT Homesteading. Good morning, brother. Ed Kirkpatrick, glad to have you with us. Hardknack Farms in early this morning. Good morning, good morning. Good to have you. There's Chris or Dodge, one of the two with Hippie Homestead. Good morning. Let's see, there's Robbie with Wild Huckleberry. Good morning. Let's see. Get through that. All the good mornings. That's half of it. But anyway, good morning, Joy Bartlett. Glad to see you in this morning. All right, and there's Barb Taylor. Good morning. Artica Roman. What are your plans for the future? I don't know. Let's see. And yes, Keith has put the new YouTube link to back over to the Farm2Table Show instead of the Farm2Table Show 2. Good morning, Jeff with Muddy Acres, our new friend that we met yesterday. Let's see. Keith said they have lots of green onions there, and we practice exactly that about replanting. Good deal, bro. Good deal. All right. Let's see. By the way, Terry says, you can cook radishes pretty much like you do most potatoes. Amazing, and don't taste like radishes, more like potatoes. Man, that was the thing about radishes. They got that little bit of something in them. But let's see. And let's see. And then he says, do you know, okay, Bro asked if we know if radishes are healthier than potatoes. Because he's not supposed to eat potatoes. I know that. I'm going to lay it off him. And he said, we're not sure on that. We love throwing radishes in a foil packet along with onions and potatoes. Yummy. That sounds yummy. Yeah, I'll check that again. Anyway, that's what kind of radish. Good morning, Teresa Jukowitz. Glad to see you in. Terry said, we planted 2 different kinds this year. One did great, one didn't. Let me see. And Keith said, good morning. Let's see. Yes, glad you like it, Hardknack. That's what we try to do. Good morning out in space. How are you this morning? Glad to see you in with us. If I remember her, Andrew, right? I think yeah. Anyway, seen that last night. Muddy Acres has a frost warning tonight. Wow. This is May 19th and he has a frost warning. Man, when you said it was cold up there, you wasn't kidding. We've got flood warning and thunderstorm warnings this evening. Oh man, wow. That's right. Prayers. Good morning, house babe. Praying for Scotty, absolutely. All right, so that's all caught up on the roll call. Well, glad you all joined us this morning. Good morning, good morning. Speaking of weather that we've been mentioning there, let's go on over to the Redneck Weather Report. All right, let's see what Jack, how he's able to talk, I don't know, but we're going to go see what he has to say. Let's bring that up, and here we go. All right.
Well, good morning, Rednecks. It is 73 degrees this morning, May the 19th, 2025. We got a 16-mile-an-hour southern wind making it feel like it's 70 degrees. We're going to get to 86 today. God bless y'all. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Wow, there we go. Yeah, pretty similar weather. But anyway, Jack was looking like he is still feeling it, but that's okay. Let's see, what do we got? We got weather. TNT, Giant of Sicily, was the radish that did so good for them this year. Good deal. So, okay, they've got names for this stuff. All right. Hardnack said moderate risk of tornadoes, so pray against it. Absolutely. And yeah, did sound like his voice was getting a little better. He looked like he's still feeling it. But and good morning, Jack. Glad to see you in and up, buddy. I hope we're praying you're feeling better each and every day. So anyway, so there we go. So thanks for that weather update. Yeah, we're pretty warm over here today. We got some storms moving in this evening, and that's why I went ahead and uh, that's why I went ahead and topped off some trees like yesterday so that they didn't fall the night before. Saturday night storms took down a big chunk of a tree, and so I just went ahead and took the rest of the top stuff. But anyway, well, we're hoping. Glad you're feeling a little better, Jack. So anyway, so everybody be careful out in the weather today. Let's go ahead and get into the homestead hack. I wish Red Dirt Rooster Road was on because this would be right up their alley. So we'll have to send it over to them. Rodent Repellent Hack, Irish Spring Soap. Go check out their latest video when they tore down the chicken coop. And now you can understand what I mean about rodent repellent. So it's Irish Spring Soap. Anyway, what it does deters mice and rats from barns and sheds. This is how you do it. Cut bars into chunks and tuck into a mesh bag or old socks and place around entry points. The bonus, it doesn't harm the animals or the environment. Interesting. Irish Spring happens to be my soap of choice, so that'll be pretty easy if I need to try that. And anyway, Terry said he woke up with a good portion of a tree down Sunday morning. Yeah. Uh, anyway, yeah, that's what happened with us. We got a call our other house in town. We had a big had anyway, a big maple tree in the backyard, and it's been a problem off and on for years. Every time we had a good storm, there'd be branches down. And last few years, it's been bigger ones, and had I think three portions off yesterday, and works in your vehicles too. I have proof. All right, good deal. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that. I'm going to highlight that. The Had like three broken off yesterday, and so got those cleaned up, and so then had to cut off some others. But anyway, and Terry said they didn't have much luck with the Irish Spring, though I know others have had great luck with it. So there you go. But results may vary. We make no guarantees to these things, but it's worth the try. Anyway, let's get into the quote of the day. Quote of the day: there's an inverse relationship between reliance on state and self-reliance. I'm going to read that again. There is an inverse relationship between reliance on the state and self-reliance. William F. Buckley Jr., the old conservative writer, pundit, talker there. There's an inverse relationship between reliance on the state and self-reliance. And I would have to agree that is very, very true. Um, anyway, so that is that. Man, here we are, moving right along this morning. So glad you all are hanging out with us. Last night's live was, for those who, I'm trying to think, well, a few of you didn't catch us, but we went on last night. Uh, okay, I'm going to finish reading. Good meeting everyone up at the meetup this week. Yeah, this last weekend was Mid America YouTube meetup. Quite a bit made it. Some of us didn't. Storms came in. Some people rode it out in tents and cars. Some just went home early. But anyway, and let's see. Robbie says it's supposed to stop deer as well, but it hasn't been stopping them from eating my mom's hostas. Hostas. Uh, I don't know. Good morning, Janae. Welcome in. Glad to see you this morning. 96 there today at Kirkpatrick down there in Georgia. Well, they said it's July hot in Georgia. Sounds like it. Good grief, man. I don't know. It's not going to get that warm today, but we got those storms coming around. But anyway, so wow, 96, crazy. Uh, so anyway, yeah, I was going somewhere. Last night's live. Yeah, we got on. Jack was feeling under the weather, and as many of y'all know, we've been praying for him. But and I'm going to explain that, Hardnack. I'll explain here in just a second why you was on the wrong channel. You weren't on the wrong channel. Just things changed. But anyway, so we filled in for that time space last night. Me and Keith hung out. Had several people hanging out. Talked quite a bit with Jeff with Muddy Acres. And anyway, it was a good time hanging out last night. A little different on a Sunday night, being in the midst of all that. Not in the chat, but actually having to talk. So appreciate those that came and hung out with us last night. Those that have watched it after the fact. But anyway, appreciate that. Anyway, I'm going to slide over here. Man, all these different things I've got in here. Let's see if I've got. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Hardnack Farms. Here's the deal. We had originally a channel, our original channel name, and you'll see it in a lot of our stuff, up in the little symbol or things we say in shows if you go back and watch old stuff. But anyway, it was the Farm to Table Direct Show. Did that for a couple of years. Back in March, we got some advice that maybe something was going on with our channel being suppressed and whatnot. And we considered it. So what we did is we started a second channel called the Farm to Table Show. To restart and see how things were going to go. We gave that 50 plus videos, doing the morning show every morning and everything. We did that for a little while. Didn't really see any results different other than going vertical like we are now. And so made the decision to go back to our original channel. But we wanted to keep the Farm to Table Show name because nobody was saying direct anyway. Everybody was just saying farm to table, farm to table. There's the farm to table boys. Anyway, the Chris moved to Facebook. Okay, she must be on the move. Anyway, so we we decided to do it. So we changed the name of the one channel from the Farm to Table Show to the Farm to Table Show 2. And then we renamed our old original channel the Farm to Table Show. And so what we're doing is moving everybody back over. And Hardnack, you subscribed after. So when you subscribed to the Farm to Table Show, then we changed it to the Farm to Table Show 2. So you didn't do anything. That was our moving around. And that's kind of why we've been trying to let everybody know what's going on. And yes, tomorrow, episode 100 will be the last day. We've been simulcasting to both to get everybody, try to give everybody time to move over, transition over. And so anyway, we do appreciate you. Okay, said understand the same with me. I made Mrs. Hancock Hardnack Farms. Okay, so you understand. Yeah, so that's how that happened. So yeah, there's the link that Keith has posted several times up in the chat. Let me see if I can go back and find it. There it is. I'm going to pin that comment. Anyway, we can. People go, it sounds complicated, but you're in the right place now. There you go. That's it. And I might not be the best at explaining all that moving back and forth, and maybe I over explain. I don't know. But anyway, that's what's happening. So tomorrow on episode 100 is the last time we will broadcast to both channels. Of course, our Facebook, YouTube, our Facebook, X, and Rumble are still the same. So no problem there. We just, go in and make simple changes there. But YouTube is where it's at. And, so we're back over there. You know, many more subscribers on the original channel and a lot more watch time hours and all that stuff. Anyway, if you're not on the channel with 827 plus subscribers, you're on the wrong channel. That's what Terry said. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyway, 827 and hopefully growing. But anyway, and hard nice. I just had to subscribe here. Yep, there we go. Anyway, but yes, we're definitely glad Jack's feeling a little bit better. So real quick, I'm going to go over some upcoming events. That page is getting shorter as the year ticks off on the calendar. Upcoming next event that I have, now there may be other things, but the next event that I have is the Homestead Festival in Hardison Mills near Columbia, Tennessee. That's June 6th and 7th. That's on Roy Feek's ranch down in Tennessee, South Tennessee. Big, huge event, 6,000 plus attendees, music and all that stuff, vendors, top-notch speakers, great lineup, a lot of people going down there. Had hoped to have made it this year, but it's not happening. But anyway, definitely a good one to check out in South Tennessee. You can find information on the old Google machine and on Facebook and all that. Also, June 27th and 28th, Modern Homesteading Conference, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. You can find modernhomesteading.com or you can find them out there on the Facebook. That's another big one out on the west, northwest. Been going on for a few years now and great lineup. Anyway, we're going to take a break through the real hot, some of that Georgia hot that Ed's got right now throughout July and August. But September 5th and 6th, Ozarks, boy, I skipped the line. Ozarks Homesteading Conference. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, June 27th through 28th. What am I doing? I'm reading chat and I'm reading this at the same time. Shouldn't do it. Ozarks Homesteading Expo, September 5th and 6th, Marshfield, Missouri. That's a great one. We had a good time there last year. Looking forward to being back there this year. It is a great event. 4,000 people, a lot of vendors, top-notch lineup. I know Joel Salatin, I know John Moody, the Doughertys, Zach Bauer. All those people are going to be there. It's going to be another great event this year. And then, of course, Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous, September 26th and 27th, Southeast Expo Center in McAlester, Oklahoma. Our good friend Chris Thompson, who's in with us this morning, Hippocallier Homestead, are the people who are the head of that, put that on, and along with a committee of several of us. And anyway, it is shaping up to be a bigger and better rendezvous this year. We are all looking forward to that. The buzz is going. It's getting bigger, more vendors, more speakers, and it is just going to be a great event. Planning to have some music. At least that's the plan, to have some music Friday evening. We're going to be panels, discussions, good classes, hands-on demos. It'll be a great event. And then, of course, the Homesteaders of America Conference, the granddaddy of them all, the one that got all this crazy nonsense kicked off, is October 10th and 11th in Front Royal, Virginia, and it has a lineup that is second to no one. Mamie Fuel and the team there at HOA have done a great job with that. And anyway, that is the upcoming events. And I'm looking up there at the clock, and I'm glad to see everybody's kind of getting to know each other across the chat over there. I'm going to go back up to the one that kind of distracted me there. Muddy Acres. So my channel will not get monetized because it's trapping related. They are demonetizing, and demonize the same thing, those channels. which is, well, one, it's sad that that's the case. Sometimes that, I guess you might say free speech, let people decide what they want to watch. Because I'll promise you, they're making money on their end. Uh, and that's a no doubter. They're going to make the money. Whether they share it with you is the, anyway. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. Well, hopefully, maybe some things will change. I'm not counting on it. But anyway, folks, that is a wrap for today on the Farm to Table Show Morning Edition. Thanks for joining us as we strive towards building stronger communities for now and in the future. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button. Give us the old thumbs up. Please share it with your friends. That's how we get the word out. The more people that are able to tune in, the more people getting the memo and the messages, the stronger the community grows. Subscribe to our channels if you're not already on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. It is the best way to stay connected and help grow the conversation about food, farming, and community. So until next time, keep your roots deep and your vision growing. Good food starts with great people, just like you. We are, um, how's the best this way? Working through the 7 steps of self-reliance. This week is step number 2, which is grow something. So we'll be talking more about that throughout the weekend or throughout the week and head into the weekend. Tomorrow we'll probably spend quite a bit of time on celebrating episode 100. Can you believe that? 100 mornings of being here, either live or Memorex, hanging out with you guys. Loving every minute of it. Anyway, we appreciate it. And as you're seeing in the chat, the old hashtag, remember, we are hashtag stronger together. It takes the whole village. And hashtag think outside the big box store, shop local, and a few others that might randomly pop up here and there. But anyway, be a blessing to someone today as you go throughout your day, even if it's just a smile. You will have Bible study tomorrow. Okay, Terry, well, listen, if you're going to miss me for something, that's more important. Robbie misses on Thursdays for the same thing. So have a good time with that, and I hope it goes well. And but anyway, be a blessing to someone today. We will see you all on the other side tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. I'm going to hand it over to Hank to take us on out of here.
No humans were harmed in the production of this podcast.